Welcome back. Today it's back-to-back recordings because I've made a decision because I can't keep myself concentrating enough on recording when I'm recording close combat. I'm just going to make sure definitely the buttons are still working because they don't always work. Yes, we are recording. I've decided this is going to be the week daily episodes. Will be a soccer manager. We're going to get 2 episodes of Roller Coaster Tycoon a week. We're going to get 2 episodes of Prison Architect a week, and then we're going to have Fun Game Friday. We're going to open these to start off with. And we more or less know what these are going to be if it wants to open. What's going on? Has the game broke? Oh, there we go, 9 of them. That took a bit of a while for it to open, didn't it? We're going to just tell me what it is. Thank you. Right, so we now know. Not a lot there. Right, let's move on to the actual game today then. Let's have a look. As you know, last episode we have been on quite a roll with our tactics and stuff since starting the season. We've been doing really well. As you remember with the schedule, we're doing quite well. We haven't had a loss yet since the season started. So what I've decided to do is we're going to do 4 games every episode from the National League, so 4 National League games. If something like the FA Cup comes around, that will either... So these 4 games, and that will start up the next episode, but there'll still be 4 National League games in episode number... This is 3, that'll be 4, so that'll be episode 5, that will be in. I'm going to try and record 2 episodes today of this. All Manchester United versus Liverpool, that's a game I'm interested in. 2-1, Man United lost. Let's continue, shall we, and see where we're going to go. So on the first game of today is Hartlepool United versus Barrow AFC, which is going to be our area, we're now in October, so... If we do this weekly, we should be able to get through the seasons quite nicely and see how long it's going to take to get to Fingerby Premier League. Matthew Bates injured, Jake Cassidy's also injured, and Team of the Month. Shall we have a look at the Team of the Month? So, 3 Hartlepool members on there, which is not bad. That means that we're represented. That means we're one of the better teams. I was also looking at top scorers. We're not in the top scorers. We have got Jay Thorne and Al James in some of the top assists. Man of the match with Al James. Red cards. And we haven't had any red cards yet. And we're not even in this. So that's kind of good. We're kind of doing well there. 6th of October, next match preview. That's for you. So they're going for that. Jay Rooney, Al Maloxy and Jay Barr from Burham. Let's do our training. We're going to keep it as it is, I think. We'll change it next time around. So I want to try and go up and get some more points so we can continue upgrading our stadium so our players feel better. There we go. That's all set up. Right, we're ready for the next match. So Manchester United to take on Leicester City in the Premier. We're not interested in that. We're nowhere near any of these yet. We're near League 2. At the moment, I looked before the game, we'll have a look afterwards. But at the moment, Lincoln City are on top of League 2. Which is good for me because I enjoy watching the teams I like to watch succeed. So we're going to have to bring Bates off and we're going to swap him for someone more equivalent, which is Alan Davis. We should really be dealing with this. Really, having the better players on bench would make more sense. But anyway, let's go on with the first game of the match. So you can see we've got T. Smith. I'm not going to do any changes because, I'm not going to change a team that's been really successful. I know most people probably would. They're not tied because we're not in Premier. We're not got loads of games to play, but we're doing really well so far. And that's James up front. There we go. We'll be kicking this way to start off with, guys. So we're gonna see what happens when we're only 4 minutes into the game, and so far it looks like we've been doing quite well. Oh, Bathroom. There's Woods coming up. There's Tatunda. One of our better players. Woods has got the thing. James up front here. He's going to try for it. Ooh, quite close there actually. That's quite good. No problem. Do you think we're going to have our first loss here today? We're going to click stadium so it doesn't go back to the screen. Ooh, we might have our first loss here today, or draw. Here we go. Noble's taking this free kick. We're quite interested to see. And it is a goal to Hartlepool United. our first goal of the game, and that is a beautiful free kick for Noble there. And that's 11 minutes into the game. What a way to start this football match. We've been doing quite well actually. We are at home today, so it gives us a nice feel for the game. We need to get that. We need to continue expanding. And in this game, and this is going really well for us, as you can see here. That was a very bad pass. Flick over the top, headed it, but it doesn't go very far. Holden's got the ball now. He passed the little pitch to Rooney. But the Noble getting our first goal of the game, which is great to see. And this is the sort of football we play. As you can see, we are kind of attacking, but we've got it set up so that, you know, they can't get past us, but we can also attack. And I think that's very important. And as I say, this is, you know, if I can afford Football Manager, then Football Manager will be making an appearance on the channel. Once I work out how to do mods and stuff, Football Manager will definitely be making an appearance as well as this. Oh, Tatatonda, beautiful shot on goal there. It was on target, but the goalkeeper saved it, so well done, Tatatonda. So I'm going to try and record free today, but as I say, I don't know if when the dad's coming over. We need to put some brackets on the bed because the bed broke. There's a laugh for you. I had to sleep on the sofa bed for a night because of the thing. Not a goal there from that free kick, but it was close enough. The accuracy was just off. Tatatonda up front, the ball goes wide there. But yeah, so we've got my dad fixed it for me last night so that it wouldn't break again, with additional legs and a few other little bits. Just hold it together until we can get the brackets on there. The legs will be staying as well, so we've got additional legs. So instead of 5 legs, it's now got 8 legs. It's got a middle leg in the middle as well, on centre bed. One of those ones. Beautiful defending here as well from Bar. I was going to say Bar and half. But yeah, Bar are doing some great defending. We've got 1 goal in from free kick, but they're doing really well. And they're up pitch here now. We can't let that go in. But it's a corner kick. Lang did great defending there. I'll give Lang some credit. He came in to defend, but it's been swings it in, but it's sent out of the way. Off one of our defenders, Alderson's got it. There we go. It's been sent up pitch by Tatatonda again, who's been playing really well this game so far. It's been a brilliant game from our players. We've been getting that ball up front. We've been trying to get the shots on goal. There's a slide tackle in there. Obviously, it wasn't a penalty. But Smith's now got a free kick. He's going to go for it. What a fucking hell, Lang! Stopping that ball from going in. It nearly went in the bloody back of the net and he just headed it away. Don't know where our goalkeeper was during all that, but that was brilliant interaction from the players. Noble's on the ball now. James is heading up the pitch. There's a slide tackle, but he doesn't do anything. And Richardson passing over, and the ball, I think he was trying to cross it in, but he didn't cross it in early enough there. As we see the ref blows for half time, and it's 1-0 at half time after some beautiful football. Vaughan has now got the ball. It's passing over to James. He's tackled, but obviously something happened. I don't know what. There's a throwing going in here, and Vaughan wins the ball but brings down Alderson. Obviously, this is probably going to be a yellow card for Vaughan. Yep, the referee books Vaughan. So that's going to come into our next tactical change, which I'm thinking about doing, which is bringing Cassidy on. And bringing our Williams on in place of Vaughan there because of that. There we go, Williams comes on just so that Vaughan don't get a red card. Giving this other great striker a good chance on the pitch. James is brought down by Town, and that, you know, it's a free kick to Hartlepool. Here we go. Is Noble going to get his second goal from a free kick? He gives it a good shot. It's off the bar, but it's run out of play by James. He's passing over here to nationl to Tatatonda. Tatatonda to James. James is playing it over to Woods here. Ooh, so close. Even if we get a 1-goal win here today, I'll be happy with that. As long as we can keep our winning streak alive and keep getting these points, keep on top of the table in this early season. And it looks more. I don't think we're going to do this well when we have to play against Flipping in the FA Cup, which you guys will get to see in a couple of days' time. Obviously, I will see it today because I'm going to try and record that today because that's the game I'm actually interested in. But we're doing really well this season. Hartlepool United are doing really well at bringing in the players. And if I get a Football Manager, I'll be doing a similar series trying to get a team from National, one of the very lower leagues, which are lower than what this one is, what Football Manager can go to. So don't expect Hartlepool United to be in that series. I don't know who that will be. I haven't probably decided yet. But Noble, beautiful side tackle there by Noble, passing the ball forward. That's Williams on the ball now. Tries to shoot on goal, but he's not at the right angle. Noble's got another free kick here. Can he get another goal in with this free kick, making it 2-0? Let's see. Noble goes for a shot, and Howells saves the ball. It's been a very flat game apart from that one goal by Noble, to be honest. I think we're losing our form. James is on the ball here. He flicks it up pitch. Ooh, especially for a home game. That is on to Langham. Blythe's got the ball now. Oh, so close. My heart was in my mouth there when he went for that shot, but he didn't. He missed it in the end. 67 minutes. Let's make some tactical changes. I'm going to bring Featherstone on. And I'm going to bring off Davis, and I'm going to bring on you, and make him a general defender for now. There you go. So these players are coming off, and these two players are coming on. So we're bringing Lang off and bringing Featherstone and Davis on in place. So Lang and Woods are coming off with Featherstone and Davis replacing them. The ball's outside, so it's going to be a throw. Let's get this game back underway now. At the 70th minute mark. That was a very bad pass. Obviously the player went down. We can see Williams here, James, Williams, Noble. And Noble gets his second goal of the game in what was just a tap-in after that pass. That's 2-0 now. You know how he was stranded there. Well, Smith coming off and Turner's being brought on for Barrow here today at Victoria Park, as we continue playing a great game of football. Smith's coming off and Turner's coming on. Obviously the cats are doing something downstairs. I'll deal with that in a bit. And then Manning's on the ball there, you just saw. Oh, there we go, pass. Manning's on ball again. Oh, Richardson's in, Holden's in, Turner's in, and he saves the bloody shot on goal there. It's been a brilliant game now. It's starting to pick up as we head into the 77th minute. "20 minutes left to play now at the 80th minute. We're 2 goals up at this time. Obviously people are probably the team National League, and there's Locher getting hold of that ball again. Obviously the teams who are facing us this season are probably shitting themselves right now, and especially the ones who are already facing probably shitting themselves because of the results we've been having. We've been on fire most of the season already, and we're only in October. 86 minutes played. We're at the 87th minute here. Davis puts a mistimed challenge on Williams, and he's going to get a card. Is it going to be our first red card of the actual season? We've seen given out. It's a warning. No card. Damn diver there. But this is going to be a good chance for Noble here. It's a free kick. It's going to be a good chance. Is he going to get us to a third goal? Come on, Noble, do it for us. Get yourself a hat-trick. He gets himself the hat-trick, and that means he will get the Man of the Match trophy. I swear Noble got our previous goal as well, so that is the Man of the Match right there at the 89th minute. There is no way that Barrow is going to be able to catch Hartlepool up right now. Noble's on the ball, James is on the ball. James, just missed aims that. We've got 90 minutes. I don't know how much stoppage time we've got, but it'll be about 4 minutes now in the game. We've done really well this game. 3 goals. It hotted up in the second half as well by that beautiful goal by Noble. Well, the two beautiful goals by Noble as well. James passing over down to Williams. What is quite a good pass, to be honest. Don't know why he went for the shot. I mean, that's because I've got to set a shot on sight. Which I know, even in Football Manager, they do that. It's really annoying. This could be them getting 1 goal back for their Barrow fans. Nope, they don't even do that. I might change that tactic and just say... At the 95 minutes here, the final whistle should go any second now. There it is, the ref plays for full time at 95. Hartlepool United 3, Barrow FC 0. That turned into quite an exciting game at the last minute. 25 manager points to me, thank you very much. That means we're going to probably go level up. I don't think our next season is going to be as easy as this, and Leicester City lose 5-0. Well, and then Chelsea beat West Ham United 5, so that'll be quite interesting to watch what's going on up there. But our next game is on the 15th against that. You see, I don't know what happened. Have we got our players getting tired? Well, we've got Michael Bates injured. You see, most of our players are British, and there's a few that are not, like Manning. So we're doing all right. Let's continue. Let's head to the 15th now. A few games going on. It doesn't really matter to us right now because we're so far ahead. We're 27 points ahead of everybody else in the National League. It looks... Let's get to the 15th. The issue is it shows you all the games around the country as well, so it takes a while to get to where we need to go. Oh, if there is a way of stopping that, I don't know where it is. As you can see, this is all you can do in here. We're now on the 11th of October. We're going to get up against Eastleigh Football Club in the next match. At the Silver Lake Stadium, which will be quite a good game. I'm excited for that one. And I'm going to wait until after the game, the day after the game, for training. In fact, we can do training today, which is quite useful for us because it means that we're going to be rested up before the game. There we go. So that's all done, so they'll be nice and rested ahead of our game. We're 100 points away from levelling up again and getting more points so we can upgrade our stadiums and stuff. Huddersfield Town 1, Arsenal 0. Well, that's interesting results. This game always helps us up interesting results. So we're on the 14th, a day before our game. So let's have a look what the Eastleigh teams are. I'm going to change up how I've been doing this, I think. So Eastleigh look like they're going to be playing this lineup. We'll have a proper look when we get to it. But Jay Hare, H. Reed and S. Rudd are looking like they're going to be the players to look out for. Obviously, the game is kickoff is at 8 o'clock. That's fine. We're the only one playing today. So this is our lineup as always. Tatadonda is, our wing back. We've got Michael Woods being our general midfielder. We've got Noble being our box to box. So that's our lineup as always. No one's really tired, so I know that we'll be fine with that. But they brought out Williams, P. McClellan, Matt Green, I think, Hollands, Malpaz, Reed, and Gorbrin, Hare, and Johnson and the rest. So they've got 3 defenders, and then they've got this sort of interesting. And then there's a... So yeah, it's going to look like a lineup at the Silver Lake Stadium today against Eastleigh Football Club. Here we go. We're at the far end in the white. They're in the blue today. So kickoff has begun, and we are underway here at the Silver Lake Stadium. Oh, and we've got the floodlights on, which I think is amazing that you can actually tell the floodlights have been put on. And the fans have come out today to support Hartlepool United and to see Eastleigh get defeated, but it might be all changes here. We might not be able to win here today, which will be our first loss of the season. And I will be quite upset if we don't win or we draw because we've been doing quite well this season. I don't think that will happen. James is on ball. There's Gorbrin on the ball. His name looks like the Green Goblin. Fawn passing up there over to Langing. He's going to boot it forward actually, which is quite nice to Tatadondo, I do believe. Mansford is booting it up towards. We've got the ball in play here, so anything possible. We're not doing very well on shots and goal, but we'll accept what we can accept right now. James puts the ball down, here we go, we see him heading back, it's a free kick to Hartlepool. He's flipping up the ball here to Richardson. Which is quite good to see. And what a bloody ridiculous goal that was. You saw the goalkeeper there press the ball back out, Woods just grabbed hold of it, chests it in from his chest. Hartlepool 1, Eastleigh 0. Well, I wasn't expecting that sort of goal in the first half. But that will be a highlight all over YouTube and fans on their phones. But this is why Hartlepool United are doing so well this season. And this is our second game of this episode. Of course, there'll be 4 games each episode. And we see Stack there holding on to the ball. Holland's picking up there, cornering it in. That's Manning on ball now. He's kicking it outwards and obviously didn't go anywhere. We're 1 goal up at 30 minutes. Half time might be quite an interesting team talk. But we're doing really well already. I think this has been a great start to this game, to be honest. That was a brilliant way of tricking the referee. Was a bit of an idiot there, I do believe. Richardson over to Noble. It goes wide of the post because Noble turns around to shoot, but there was a sliding tackle coming in as well. Have to be aware of that. So James is over, Fawn in there. Ooh, Fawn nearly getting that goal there for us. Stack saves it. Stack's holding on to the ball now. Sorry for inside, I'm trying to work out what my cats are doing. Hollands, Noble, James, Noble. Over to Fawn now. Back to Fawn, back to Noble. Let's change it to work in the box because at the moment we're not getting any goals coming in. It's a nightmare because we're getting all these shots but they're always going past the goal. So we'll click that one and see what happens. Another corner now because of the header away from goal by the defenders. And we see that Tatadon runs out by hair. Another bloody corner on the other side this time. Woods has got it. But that's going to be a free kick, I think, after that rash tackle. A free kick from Noble, who got a hat-trick in his last game for Hartlepool United at home. The defenders doing their job there really well, defending that ball. I think he hit it a bit low, but we'll see what happens. There we go. There's another free kick after the cannon puts a strong tackle in, sends him flying through the air. Eastleigh obviously know what's at stake here for the season because of all the wins. They're obviously playing really a dirtier game today by the looks of it. And there we go, it's half time. 1-0 at half time. Well, let's see what everyone's doing. Everyone seems alright, so we're going to confirm and let's go back to the match. So we might not get as many goals on pitch, but if we can work the ball into the box, it might mean we get more goals at the end of the season for it because we've been working into the box, which might play off the end of the season better for us. The Noble's in the corner now. I'm going to kick it up and flick it in towards great defending there, but it was close. There we go, we see him passing up there, flicking it into the... Excuse me, if you heard that, I've had bad wind for the past few days, I don't know what's going on. After this match, I'll pause, go down and see what the cats are doing, because they're being naughty by the sound of it, I don't know what's going on. Well, it's run out of play by Johnson, which means it's a nice chance for us to get a beautiful corner in and hopefully get a goal out of it. Nope, it's headed away by the defenders, but we see Hartlepool chasing after it there, Woods. So I think we're going to change our tactics back because we're getting more shots on. We're going to mix it up actually, that might be a good idea. Let's have a look who we can bring on. We're going to bring on Davis. We always bring on Davis. I'm going to bring on some. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to bring both my. We're going to do that. Still one goal at the 60th minute. I know we've got a while to the end of the game, but I'm going to bring Langswood and Noble off, replacing them with Davis, Hawkins, and Newton. I don't think that's Isaac Newton because he's not alive. Bad joke, I know. And there is Lochi, our brilliant goalkeeper who's really helped us out this season with some of the tough spots we've been with. I didn't realise you can mix it up, so mixing it up might help us as well, working into box or shot on site. Might help us, you know, a lot more than what it's helping us right now. There's Richardson on ball. What's going on here? Reed's coming off and Zerboski is coming on. Or Sir Broski. Wrestling reference if you know your wrestling. Holland's in the corner, he's going to flick it up. Ooh, that was a close one. Vaughan's got a free kick here in the middle of the pitch. The flick it up pitch, there we go, that's Newton on ball. Over to Vaughan, James. Ooh. So I think those mixing it up is actually helping us a bit more. Seen a lot more interesting plays up the far end of the pitch towards goal by Hartlepool this half after changing that back to mixing it up. Reed's running on pitch. I don't know why I have to see him run all the way on pitch, running about the ball. As you can see, there's quite a lot of pushing back and forth. Here you go, Hawkins now got to kick the ball in for a corner. Don't think Hawkins is the best cornerer. He now goes wide. That's Vaughan's on ball. There's a slide tackle there. And defenders are on it. They've got quite a good defence actually. I'll give them some credit. I think we'll walk away quite happily with a 1-goal win here today because I think the defence has been brilliantly. I don't know why he went for that, but as you can see, Hare here now flicking it up and he knocks it off pitch, bounces off the crowd. But I've just noticed are they meant to look like that? They look like they're moving. Yeah, I know the crowd's not good, nor is the crowd that good in FIFA, in Football Manager either, I don't think, on it, but I haven't played any other ones. The last Football Manager I played was 2016. We've got 10 minutes left to play here at the pitch, which means we'll finish about 9:30. I will end this episode once this is done and change the name of it to Football Manager Part 1. So when it comes to editing, I can edit it easily and just go and see what the cats are doing. And then I'll be right back. I'm also going to get some food and eat. I'm not going to record while I'm eating that food, even though I've done it before. We're doing really well, to be honest. I'm quite proud of our players. But the Newton touched on the front pitch. James on the ball. Ooh, so close. As I say, I think we're going to be quite happy walking away with this one. Tatadondo at the end of the pitch. Ref plays for full time there, and it is Eastleigh FC 0, Hartlepool United 1. I can happily walk away and say that 1-0 win is not a problem for us. I don't think that would be an issue. That's still a win in the win column for us. That means I still need quite a few more wins in the win column. We're now up to 30 points this game. Top scorers Jay Noble is now on there with 8 goals. Al Noble, which is great. I'll see you guys in a few seconds' time. Welcome back, guys. I'm sorry about that. I had to go and deal with the cats and I had to eat, and hey, I'm alright now. I'm fed. Right. So I realised I can put everything onto mix. So I'm going to leave it on mix and see what happens in our next game. Of course, that game is coming up. Let's go to our home screen. And we're going to be against Dover Athletic on the 20th at home. So we'll see how we go with that, the new setup at that game. That'll be quite interesting. Cardiff City went to penalties. And so this is the League Cup, which we're not in yet. So the only cup we're in, League Cup 4th round, automatic draws. They just completed the draw, so that's quite an interesting league. So League 1 team still in it. Most of them are League 2 Bury, which is not too bad to us. So once we get into League 2 next season, if we can make it, then next match preview. Let's have a look what's going on. Well, we're against United. So not a bad game. Jay Gibbs will do training after the game. We'll do the training after the game so we're not too tired. Let's continue. Let's have everything set up. So this is the team we're going to be playing. And they're playing quite an interesting lineup. We'll see how we go against it with our new setup. Dover Athletic versus Hartlepool United, who have not lost a game yet this season. And already we're seeing that slight change there with the passing. Just mix everything up. But I realise that we've been trying to play down a certain flank the whole time, which has not been working well for us, as you see. But as you can see now, we've really picked up the football. Whoa! Ramsdale, fucking brilliant pick up there in the first minute. We're on the far end of the pitch trying to get a goal here. This is great. Well, Dover Athletic have got their first corner of the game, the first corner of the match entirely. There we go, the brilliant defending by our players, as always. Also made us have a nice cup of tea to drink, because as you know, if you know me well enough, you know I drink a lot of tea during recording these episodes, especially TW episodes. Woods on the ball there. Oof, nearly another bloody goal. Don't know where that ball's going. That's over the edge. There is an online version to this, the single player version, not the online version. Brilliant stop there on the line. Well, Tatadonda's up pitch. I think Dover Athletic are doing better than us this game. We might be looking at our first loss this season at this rate. I don't know if that's going to change the way we defend, I don't know. Let's have a look. Or is it our spacing? Because I've done that with space now. So I think we're going to come into normal again. We're going to keep everything, and everything else is whatever. Let's do that again. That's how it was before, so we'll keep that as it was. So we see we're not putting them down as much as we were before, but we are getting more shots on goal. So we'll do that. And as you can see now, there we go. We're back to our normal defending selves as well as our attacking selves, which is good. 24 minutes, not even a goal. This is a very slow game, guys. No goals as yet. Dover Athletic are one of the better teams in the league as well. So, alongside us, because we've been doing quite well all season. "36 minutes in, and not a lot's happened really. We've done a few good stuff. That's Fawn on the ball. Oh, Fawn nearly gets us a goal there. You can see football like this, and this is, you know, now mixed, so we're going all over the place. It depends on where the people are. Just depends on where we're going to put the ball. Don't know why he freaking went for a goal there. He should have passed it over. Noble. This first half has been very lacklustre, if I'm honest with my team. Let's see if we can do better in the second half. We've got to think this is the first time we use the tactics, so we'll... This is really slow and steady. I thought having everything set up as mixed might help us out a bit, because that means we're not just playing the same football. Ooh. Gibbs coming off into Tabashki coming on. I don't know why Gibbs is coming off this early into the second half. So Ramsdale is running about with the ball and running through the back of the net. And we see the ball being passed about a bit. Once again, the defence of Dover Athletic cropping up. And it looks like we're going to be playing our first loss of the season here against Dover Athletic. Oh my lord, this might be our first loss of the season so far. Let's see if we can get this back to what we normally do. That's normally direct, and we always go down both flanks, shoot on sight, and then we play early crosses. And then you run at the defence. Let's do that. Let's get this team moving forward like we normally do. Dover Athletic have killed our winning streak here today. I don't think I should have changed our way of playing our tactical defences, because obviously wise train. Oh, fix over was not broken, eh? Or broken, and it's messed us up. Let's change our tactics over. Right, we've got some major issues here. Let's bring him off. I'm going to bring Jay Cassidy on. We do all three changes at once here. We need to really pick up our game. So we're bringing both our strikers off, bringing both our next level strikers on. Davis is coming on as well. Kettering, Woods, there we go, Sitatonda on the ball. I think we've just seen our first loss this season. I knew it was going to come eventually, but I didn't think it would come to Dover Athletic. We'll see where Dover Athletic stand on the table in a minute. As I say, I think we should have trained before this game as well, which might have helped, because I didn't do the training because I thought they were too tired, but obviously that might have helped us. As we see here, we're not. Should have just continued running, mate. Well, this is our first loss this game, because we are no way going to be able to get 2 goals in the next 5 minutes, unless we get 1. It could be our first draw of the season, but that's not even looking likely at the moment. Unless we can get a goal from this corner, it's not looking likely. No, Ramsdale got the ball. Well, it's our first loss this season after Bundle gets another goal. Well, we can confirm that is a loss this season against Dover Athletic, which is not good at all, to be honest. Especially not being at home. Losing our first game this season. We are still quite a way up, but to Dover Athletic I'm not surprised because they have been doing really well this season themselves. We'll just blow the whistle and get this misery out of my way. Yeah, it's very nice. Can we just blow the whistle now, please? Because I'm fed up now. Lost this game for whatever reason. Thank you. We know we've lost. Just stop hanging it out. Dover 2, Hartlepool 0. I don't know what the hell happened in that game. That's just a shambles. So there we go, that's the training done. Our next game is coming up. I don't know when it is. But it's our final one. That's against Birmingham Wood at Meadow Park. As you can see, Dover Athletic are quite far down the freaking table. It's obviously not as good as I thought they were. They're 22nd and we just lost them. So what is happening to our players, I do not know. We might have a sudden change of heart in the next game, and Ryan Kachlik has been injured in training. Let's just get to our next game. C.W. Hames, William Haming, Hartlepool United goalkeeper. Don't know why we need another goalkeeper, but anyway. That's another thing this game does, which I don't understand sometimes, is it does things like that. I'm not interested. Can we just get to the next game, please? I need to get back our winning streak after losing to the bloody team that's so far down the bloody table. Let's do our training ahead of the match and see if that helps. Because normally it does. And then we'll go forward into the match against Birmingham Wood. Let's go in and see. I'm going to bring off. No, I'm going to leave everybody as they are. That's who they're playing. We're away from home against Birmingham Wood for this game. There we go, all spread out. We're all ready to go. Birmingham Wood kicking off here today. So we've done our training to start us off this game. I've kept everything, the tactics as you saw, nothing has changed from our last game. And let's see what happens against Birmingham Wood today. Well, already I'm noticing an issue with our tactics, and that's this area. There we go. Right, that's going to stop any issues with that ball getting forward. Let's get this. There we go. That's kind of helped us a bit. Nice by Balcombe there to stop that goal going in. 7 minutes into the match, it's going quite nicely already. Shakes on the ball there, he's now passed over. Oh, it goes wide. I'm getting a few balls through, but they're not getting as many as what they'd probably like to. We've got a ball through here with Fawn. Fawn just tapping it forward, back to Fawn. Fawn takes a shot, but he's miles off, so I don't know why he bothered. Ooh. So I'm having a quick drink because my voice is going dry. Please remember this is 7:27 in the morning and I've been recording since 6, roughly. I'm going to go field at Flied on the ball. Hammond. There you go. That's how you stop a ball. Fawn in the bit far end of the box. Loach has got the ball. Get everyone up pitch. We're not doing as well as we've been doing previously. We're booting it up pitch. There's Fawn again on the ball. Taps it over to Richardson. We're getting all these shots, but we're just not getting anything in, and that's what's bugging me. I don't know why we're getting all these shots and nothing going in. Langen's on the ball now. Manchuno is on the ball. Good defending, even though they got the ball away. Not a goal there. Close though. Loach is on the ball. I don't know why we're not defending. Let's go for own half here. Let's go into here. Let's go for direct. Down both flank. We'll mix that up so that changes. Shoot on sight. Play early crosses. Midfielders just basically run at the defence. Let's go. It seems to be working a lot more now. We see Langen there, Kettering, Woods, James. Already we're seeing the change in the team here. Now I've changed that up. There's a lot more defending going on in our own half. We're getting the ball up a lot quicker because of it. And there's more shots on goal again, so this is probably what we need to concentrate on doing. That's probably what we were doing right last time. It's changing out a few tactics there, my friends, has changed us a lot more. See, Manchu with the ball. This could be our first goal of the game, and it is. What a beautiful goal by James there. As soon as you change these tactics to something that works, you know you have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click continue. I'm going to pause the game a minute, and I'm going to take a picture of those tactics, and that is what we're going to be using in our from our next episode, my friends. I'll take. The reason I take a picture is I know what works, and that way we know what's working for us, and we are going to get back in our winning ways after that bloody awful loss to Dover Athletic. We're not going to lose to them when we play them again later on in the season. But this is what's working for us, as you can see. Oh, so close to another goal there. And this seems to have picked up the game already by Balcombe picking the ball out. General tap to Stevenson. So it's now half time. It's 1-0. After changing all the tactics around, it's working for us again. Is knowing what works for the team. And we know what works for the team, and this is what we're going to do then. There we go. We see the ball's now at Lang. Ooh, Loach has got the ball. You're going to get plays go through the defence sometimes, and sometimes you're not. Noble the ball over the Fawn. I don't know why he didn't shoot there. I don't know what was going on then. He should have had that shot, and that should have gone in. That should have been 2 goals up. 49 minutes. We see there Palpatine, Umar on the ball. James in defence. Loach, what a save from Loach. They did really well to get through our defence there because we've got quite a strong defence. Donda trying to pass it into the box, he fails miserably. Here we can see Richardson there. You see what we're doing now is we're closing them down a bit. Well, Shakes gets the ball. I don't know why we didn't tackle him for that ball in that penalty box. I know it's a penalty box, but we should have gone for that. Ball Sankey getting the ball. Got Shakes. Kicks the ball up pitch. Now that's going to be a dangerous challenge. What's that going to be? Is that going to be our first red card of the season to Lange? No, it's only a yellow. So I'm going to make a quick tackle change and get Lanning off. Going to get Langen off pitch, that means he ain't going to get another card. Thorne's on ball. Thorne passing down the wing there to Richardson, who's passed into Stevenson. And Stevenson, and it is a goal by James by the looks of it. What a beautiful goal there. So our second goal of the match. We're back in our winning ways. We see Lang coming off now and swapping Davison. What a beautiful goal that was. We are doing really well this game now. We should have just kept everything as it was. I've got a nice picture, so off camera between recording this and editing, I'll get those tactics back in position ready for the next episode. Of course, every episode we'll get 4 games. We're doing really well this season, 62 minutes in. Smith coming on and Cool coming on. I'm going to wait till about the 17th minute to make my next tactical change. At the moment I don't want to make any changes because we're doing we're 2 goals up against. The ball's in pitch, there we go, headed away. Kitching on the ball now, flicking it over. And then we go back to this screen. This screen's very difficult to talk over if you don't know what's going on. Fawn, and there we've got a corner by the looks of it. Hannon swings the ball in, but it's ran out by Floyd. That would be a goal kick. They're up that end. Now they're at this end, they're now playing in the middle somewhere. Don't know what's going on there. The ball's passed in by Fawn. The Fawn runs it out after the defence got on his back. Harrison Ford on the ball there. Obviously it's not Harrison Ford. There's Shakes again. And he tries to pass it in the box and he gets hold of it but heads it so far off the point. It's ridiculous. They're playing now. Fly Floyd on the ball, Hammond on the ball as well. Up to Fly Floyd, Masahuna runs past. Tries to get the ball. We see Davis there. Ooh. Katatonda on the ball. Flicks it over the head of all the players. It's being flicked forward to Fawn. We saw Fawn get on it. The end of it before he came back to this screen. We're going to bring on Hawkins into this mix as well. He's going to be a general midfielder. That's fine. We're also going to bring on. We're going to bring James off, and we're going to bring Al Fawn and Al James off, and we're bringing General Floyd on. There we go. Confirm. So there we go, my friends. Beautiful. They're all coming on 73 minutes into the match, leaving the action. So there we go, my friends. That is our final 2 substitutions of this game. We're two goals up. We're back to our winning ways, which is really good for us. .78 minutes in. We see Hammond on the ball there now. Wood slides in. Not another. Close to 82 minutes now. 83rd minute. The close flipping slide up there, but Hawkins on the ball, flicks it down. I don't know who that is, onto Williams. Williams is running forward. Williams shoots really close. It just goes over the top bar there. That was really close from Williamson. Davis on the ball now, flicking over to Kettering, who flicks it down pitch. At the 85th minute, we're going to win, and we've had one loss this season against Dover Athletic, which I think was a massive mess up by my part. We're changing the tactics. This game's been a lot better for us. Another corner coming up at the 88th minute. It's going to be another corner. Brings it in. Woods on the ball. He's passing up there. That's a beautiful pass to Masahiro. He was up there, far end there for some reason. 91 minutes. The final whistle will go and we will have another win. As you saw, I got really annoyed last game because I only changed a few tactics and we lost. Changing it back to something a bit more substantial seems to have worked for us. And the referee blows for full time, and there we go. Burnham Wood Football Club 0, Hartlepool United 2. So, 25 manager points, thank you very much. Attendance is 851 people attended that match, which is not the best attendance, but we'll see what happens. I will see you guys in episode number 5, where we'll have Sulhill Moor, let's have a look at our schedule because I like to show you what games we've got. So we'll be going against Sulhill Moor, Halifax Town, Wrexham. That's only 3. Ooh, have we done more than 4 in this game? 1. So actually in the next episode you'll get Sulhill Moor, Halifax Town, Wrexham, Blackburn Rovers and Salford City. So we'll see you for the extra match very soon. Thanks for watching.